Good Monday morning, everyone. Well, this weekend in my newsletter, I talked about fasting. Fasting is just really exercising our spiritual muscles. I'd like to talk about Lent being our spring training. Fasting is a good way of exercising those spiritual muscles, of showing that we can control our desires. Our desires are like little children. They just want what they want when they want it. And, just as a parent has to discipline a little child to temper those expectations, right? We have to discipline our desires to temper our expectations. In the article, I talked about, there really being three parts to a habit, to a routine. There's the cue that triggers the routine, there's the routine itself, and there's the reward we get from the routine. Like, for instance, when I come home at night from work, I have a couple of glasses of wine, and that makes me feel a little better, right? It reduces some of the anxiety I have from work. Well, in Lent, if I give up wine, maybe I can find a routine to substitute for drinking those cups of wine, like drinking a good cup of herbal tea or something. Or like one of the things I've done is I've given up listening to the news and the radio in the car. As soon as I get into the car, it's always set to a news station, and I'm just always constantly listening to the news when I drive. And I've just turned off the radio. When on longer drives, I substitute that with listening to praying the scriptural rosary, listening to a podcast of the scriptural rosary. And then on shorter drives, I'm just enjoying the silent time. So, it's just a way to continue to discipline yourself, to look at some of your habits you have and change them to better habits, better spiritual or physical habits. So, next week in my bulletin article, I will talk about prayer. In the following week, I'll talk about the third point in Lent of almsgiving. So, hope you have a good week, and we'll talk to you again on Friday. Bye, everyone.